Rawhide.
Rawhide. Guys, what's going on today? Hope everyone's having a great day so far, wherever you are, as you tune in to either watch on YouTube or listen in on iTunes or Stitcher to another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast. Brent Abel Jr. here, and that is Jeff Jacklich over there, and we are Gold Ball Hunting, trying to help tournament guys, league players, and the Wednesday Night Brew crew, anyone who's really competitive, singles or doubles.
Hey, if you're a golfer, we can help you too. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Bowler, golfer,
chef,
we can help
sous
can
chef,
help anybody.
Anyway, so guys, listen, I've got a great topic that I think we don't think enough about. Jeff, I want to run it by you, but before I do that, guys, I want to mention that Jeff and I are still offering a free coaching call to see if you might be a candidate to become one of our coaching students. And our stable of online coaching students keeps growing week after week, and it's really a lot of fun. And not tooting our own horn. Well, I guess I am. I am kind of tooting our own horn.
Little toot.
Little bit, but they're kind of getting better. Anyway, so if you're struggling with your game at all, and the way to sort of measure that is what we call your skill level range. One day, boom, you go out there and you play well. Maybe not the whole day, but one set. Maybe you go for 20 minutes, you play great. And then the next 20 minutes, boom, not so good. Or you come back the next day after having a great day on the court and you just lay an egg. Well, that's your skill level range. Boom, dud. So we want to help you. We want to help you reduce that skill level range by bringing the bottom of it up to the top on a consistent basis. And that's the way that you really develop some confidence in your game. So 10-minute coaching call. Let's see if there's a good fit for you with us and vice versa in terms of helping you get the result that you want, either singles or doubles. So way to get onto that free coaching call. It's private. Go over to goldballhunting.com, drop in a first name, email address, click the button, and you'll get access to our online calendar scheduler where you can cherry pick a date and time that works the best for you. So, Jeff, I got a topic today that I played a couple sets of singles yesterday, and I played against a guy who has got a big forehand. Really, that's kind of his signature shot, big weapon. Yeah. And most of the time, and he's a right-handed player, I'm being a right-handed server, a right-handed player as well. Most of the time I'm serving to the body, seeing if I can't tie up stroke mechanics. But occasionally I would serve out wide of the deuce court to invite him to, hey, bro, let's see you take that big forehand and unload. And sure enough, he accepted the invitation and thumped a couple of big ones. And yet, he didn't thump them by me. He thumped them right back to me. And I'm going, my God, I've got the ball. And the court over there now is like I could shoot a cannon in there.
Right on.
It's just...
That's right.
So I guess the point I want to make is that we got to be careful sometimes with our big weapon that we don't use it from a part of the court that we can hit the living crap out of it, but now all of a sudden, oh my God, I don't have any time to get back in the court.
Right.
And if you got a smart opponent over there, dude, they're putting the bait out there for you, and you've just taken it hook, line, and sinker, and the guy's reeling you in. So
totally.
I mean, you must have played against some guys, probably both singles and doubles.
Yeah.
Where you throw the invite out there to their big weapon.
Totally. And I think, again, big doesn't always mean accurate, nor does it mean, that they know what to do with it. Just because it's big, it can be troublesome and they can get hot and whatever. They can have streaky play during a match and kind of make you think that, every ball they hit off the forehand is gold. When in reality, it's really not the case. It just kind of feels that way sometimes, depending on when they hit the dinger. But yeah, I've always enjoyed literally first point of the service match is swinging the guy out wide to his forehand, especially if that was his signature shot. And I was just always going to challenge him and go, you hit your biggest forehand, and I'm going to bet that my volley can handle it.
And even if it's not a volley, I mean,
right.
To me, it was kind of like.
Well, for me, in my scenario though, at that time, and obviously I'm not the fastest horse in the barn anymore. So yeah, I do have to hang back sometimes now. But that was my logic train, was like, no, I'm going to swing him wide. You take your cut, dude, and let's see who comes out on top here. Because really, I find it much easier to strike a ball when I've been hit a well-struck ball.
Not a lot of stroke technique required.
No, there's, guys hit a good pace ball. It's bouncing nice. It's coming up through the apex of the bounce, right where you kind of like it, and like take your swing.
Right.
So I don't fear that. I'm just looking for a way to, how do I exploit it? How do I get it to feed something that I like to do?
Yeah. Well, look, and I think the thing too is that in this specific example, you got a right-handed returner in the deuce court, and you swing them out wide to that forehand if that's their big signature shot. And let's say the first couple of times they go ahead and ding it hard, but it's right back to you. You've got the lower 40 to hit it into. I've never had a guy, if I do that a third time, who goes, I'm going to get smart and just kind of feather this one back down so I can get it down below and buy some time. They go, all right, jerk, I'm going bigger. Right. And the next one, the third one, goes off the back fence.
Right.
So the advice is, there's one example, but there's lots of other examples too throughout the point where we get ourselves out of the middle of the court and we get an opportunity, or we get an invite, whether it's forehand, whether it's backhand, to our strength to unload. And man, if you do it, you better figure out how are you going to unload and hedge your bet that if you don't hit a winner, that you better be able to recover. And too often what happens when players get pulled out wide to their strength, they go 100% after the little cross court thing or the up the line, and it's so big, the stroke mechanics are so big that the body weight just keeps going. It's not,
you finish, you hit the ball, and then you're at least a step and a half, 2 steps past the point of contact.
That's right.
So now you got two more steps to make up just to get back to ground zero, point of contact, and you haven't even begun to recover yet. And so I think,
and by that point, your opponent's already hit the ball.
He's already calling out the score and stepping up to the line to serve.
That's right. That would be 40 love.
Yeah, 40 love. So I think, I think that's true, is that a weapon is great, and pulling out the howitzer and, taking your big cut is great. But it's not always the best tool to reach for just because it's available. It doesn't, it's not the, I'm a little bit more in the camp of, death by 1,000 cuts, where, I like to hit a forehand just like anybody else, but it's just not always the right.
Well, it's got to have it's got to have the mindset that there's a chance the guy, even no matter how well I hit it to that spot, there's a chance that the guy's going to anticipate that that's where I'm going. And so I've got to build into stroke technique, no matter how big the weapon is, that possibility. Can I hit this shot and recover? The other thing I never really bought into, Jeff, is a lot of guys would say, well, look, there are times when you absolutely have to go for the winner. You've been pulled out wide and blah, blah, blah. You're stretched out. You just got to go for the winner. And I go, well, couldn't I just get stretched out wide and just throw up a real high lob? I mean, couldn't I do that? Well, yeah, you could.
Is that when you get the blank stare?
It's like, oh, but that wouldn't be cool, man. That's not how,
Right.
All right, so lots of times, and what a heartbreaker that is, right? You get pulled out way wide, even on this return to serve that we're talking about.
Right.
I mean, obviously we do that a lot in doubles, but you do that in singles where the guy really swings you out wide. And you know that even if you carve it back, you're still so far out there hung out to dry. So why not in singles take that thing and just throw up a rain-making lob?
Yeah, big looper.
Yeah.
Something.
How good does the server feel when he sees that thing up there, and out of his peripheral he's going, oh my God, the guy's he's already back in the middle, and the ball hasn't come down
right.
yet.
Yeah, right. It's burning up on re-entry.
That's right. It's no longer yellow. It's little flames are coming off it. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we've worked this one pretty good. All right, guys. Just a reminder on that free private coaching call. I'd love to see if you guys, if you're a fit to work into our coaching program, let's get on a free 10-minute private coaching call and see if that could be a possibility. Go over to goldballhunting.com, drop in a first name and email address, click the button, and you get access to our online calendar. Jeff, what would we like to find folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe, and let us know what you think down below.
Beautiful. Guys, get out there today, wherever you are. Help someone else. Have a spectacular day. Jeff, let's do this again tomorrow.
Okay.